Well, well, well. Hello, everybody. How are you? It is, well, me. Just some guy who makes crappy ASMR videos. A nobody that you might refer to as the underconfident human. So, I have a little confession that I need to share. But before we get into that, what we're going to do today is coming off from just my phone. That's why my little window here is actually just my camera app open. Because I don't know a way to put a video of myself down there this way. You see, I'm going to be making... I really gotta quit hitting that button. Second time I've done that today, actually messing with this. Anyway, so the plan is I want to do this video of setting up my new phone. This is the Galaxy S24 Ultra in DeX mode. And I'm doing the video with nothing except just the phone, this S24 Ultra in front of me. Hooked up to it is a J5 Create. It's just a USB-C hub that I got from Best Buy that has an HDMI out to my 27-inch curved Samsung monitor. And it's got a USB port that is hosting my keyboard, my mouse, and I'm going to be using it to plug in a couple of my external hard drives and transfer some data over. I'm hoping, other than getting my desktop set up the way I want it, that this proves to be maybe relaxing and enjoyable for some of you that have never seen this. But here's the confession part. Damn it. I didn't mean to hit that button again. Anyways, so the confession. I had the S23 that I did the video on a ways back. Excuse me. And I got a wee bit nervous about that because I was having some problems. And I went back to iPhone. I was really loving everything, and I just had that moment where so I did some phone trading and swapping and yada yada and went back to iPhone. And I ended up regretting that pretty quickly. Not that there's anything particularly wrong with it. I mean, I've been an Apple guy my whole life, so I know a good deal about, how to walk right back into everything. But, I got me a Galaxy Watch S6 and my S24 Ultra here. And it's good to be home. It just is good to be home. As much as I have loved Apple my whole life, when you talk about Apple now, people think of iPhone and iPad for the most part, and the Fisher-Price model. When I think of Apple, I think of the childhood that I, grew up with the Macintosh computers when they were real computers. I have nothing but fond memories. But anyway, so if you want to hang out with me for a while, I'm going to set this thing up the way I want it to be for me, for my use. And because one thing I did get some use out of was DeX. It's one of the things that actually attracted me to the platform and made me want to try Android in the first place, because I'm not a big Google fan, like the company, at all. And that's always kept me away, let alone some of the horror stories you hear of Android, and then some of the idiots out there that love trying to bootleg APKs and getting themselves malware and stupid shit, just stupid. But anyway, let's go. Let's hop right in. And again, if I didn't already mention this, the reason that I'm looking at myself in my camera app is because I'm doing the entire thing from just the phone, and I haven't figured out a method to get myself on screen, like my little camera view here, and be able to simultaneously do this, not without getting another camera involved and importing the video and trying to, I just want to just the phone 100%. Maybe that's not me doing that. Maybe that's the finger that it might think I'm doing a gesture or something. I gotta admit, I'm not a expert on Samsung DeX. I only have limited experience with it, but I can say that, you know, for being just off my phone, this is really superior. So, like, you know, I can interact with all my notifications. Looks like someone left a comment here on my YouTube, a Battle Jacket video I did, but look, you got your control here. This is not the phone interface. This is definitely the desktop. And then supreme multitasking here. I love how I can just close and switch between these or close them all. But yeah, let's start. One of the first things I want to do here real quick, I would love to take you on a little tour of what Word looks like in DeX, but I can't because you have to have an Office 365 subscription. It so happens that I have that through my employer, so I can get the whole Microsoft Office suite free on any device, but I obviously don't want to make a video showing my work credentials and login and all that, so I don't have to kind of sit where it is. Anyway, we'll move on from that. You want to see some cool things here too. Interface. Here's a live transcription of, hey man, I hope you had a lovely Easter if you celebrate, and if you don't, I hope you had a lovely day. You know, truthfully, I am a Satanist, and like of the atheistic variety, folks. Not, but anyway, so yeah, I wish you all the best because you surely deserve it. I don't know why. I'm kind of a loser, but thank you for the good content. Lots of hugs. Well, thank you, Anja. I appreciate that. This is kind of cool. Anyway, do you see how this client looks? I mean, this is off my phone, and I resize a window, and it'll any size I want, and it works. That's really awesome. Same with the old text messages app. Talking to my mama. Nothing there I'm worried about. The file manager. Look how this looks on the screen. Now, again, if you're watching this on like a cell phone or something, you're probably not going to see what I see exactly because I am looking at a big monitor. But this is awesome. I love that this works this way. I got to fix something here real quick. This black mouse cursor is kind of hard to see sometimes. Here we go. I know it's in here somewhere. Pointer size. Let's go with there. How about a green cursor? Watch this. Look at this shit. It's bigger than the app icon. It's funny. I like that. Anyway, you know, I am I'm in my mid-40s. I'm middle-aged, guys, so I grew up living and breathing computers. With that many years under my belt, I'm a little old school. I like to sit down with a keyboard and mouse. Not to sit and play games with them, but I'm a touch typist, and I like this tactile experience. I like that I can use all the modern stuff and like mobile stuff and be able to work this way as well. That is one option that Samsung has that no one else has. I mean, nothing on Apple's platform as far as extensibility like this, not even close. I just adore this alone. Let's have a look at how broke I am. To my mobile banking. This is my bank app, right? Instead of being stuck in a little square, it will use the screen real estate, especially if I maximize it. So I touch my phone up there and do a biometric login. And look at there. I have a whopping $43. And I've burned up 366, on my Visa. I mean, how cool, that's, being able to use apps for stuff like that is pretty groovy. If I want to go in and order some Chipotle, the background image there doesn't scale correctly because it wasn't designed to be used this way, but it's still an option. So I want to go order me a burrito bowl. So if I'm sitting and doing some work and writing or doing the stuff I want to do, I can hop in and order some food the same way I'm used to, doing things in the app and have that convenience while I'm working in a desktop here. So trying to think of what else might be a good one to show off really well in DeX. Like YouTube, for example. I'll fire up YouTube. Oh, there we go again. There's Anja. Thank you, Anja. I appreciate that. It's rare, but I like when I get nice people that, give me a shout, because a very lonely individual, very introverted little incel of sorts, and, getting nice people who are genuinely not trying to troll me. That's pretty cool. I wish my little camera could stay on top of everything, but as far as I know, I can't make it do that currently. I'll see if that pin to the top thing will fix that. Let's try this. Hey, it does work. See, it's like I told you, I'm not an expert on Samsung DeX. Underconfident human ASMR. Well, I think that's me. You can look at my view history. You can kind of tell that I like me some ASMR. I've been watching Fred lately. Fred and Ephemeral Rift, and my friend Benny Loco, Nick Nocturnal. I love this guy. But yeah, so this is my phone. How cool is this, right? I want to get into some of my setting up my system stuff for me, which may not be that exciting, but and again, there's some stuff I don't know exactly, but we'll give it a try. So I'm going to start with my external drive here, because it's got a lot of data that I want to copy over. Now there is stuff going on. Let's see how long it takes to read this drive. This is a big drive, so it's definitely going to need a minute to get its data together here. Look at that. You see what I see? Got the 1 terabyte Ultra. There we go. So I'm hoping I thought this out enough that I don't actually show any like extremely personal data that would be relevant here, and I also don't 100% remember how I laid some of this drive out, but I think the first thing I want to do is fix my wallpaper. No, that wasn't it. I have like a huge photo library, for example, that I got to figure out how to put in place. Was this my wallpaper? Yeah, there it is. I don't think it works that way, does it? No, that's my camera. Okay. Copy. Picture. I have to go in through that menu to do it. Okay. All right. So I might have to make those little blips like you saw there once in a while to hide certain information I don't want seen. Galaxy themes. I can't. There it is. I knew I'd find it eventually. Oops. There we go. There, now that's more like it. I love this wallpaper, by the way. It's actually a wallpaper I kind of made out of my back patch on my battle jacket. I guess again, if you're looking on a small screen, you can kind of see the fabric textures and stuff, but I really tried on my laptop to clean this up to make this work. Okay. So I think I can actually, yeah, that might make things a little more convenient. It might be in there. I'm trying to remember where I put. Oh, this right here is an important one. We'll just go ahead and do that now. That folder there contains my diary, so to speak. Occasionally I'll create a document in a word processor, and I've been doing that since like 2005, I think. And I don't do it daily. Sometimes it's Sometimes it might be once or twice a week, and sometimes it might be once or twice in a month, but I keep a dated diary because I like to write. I mean, I enjoy writing. It's kind of therapeutic. Yeah, so I have my primary photo library, which I want to do this the app way for sure. I want to go into my internal storage, pictures, and like I have 13, almost 14 gigabytes of photo library. I had my photo library really well organized and albums sorted and dated and stuff in the Mac OS Photos app. The photo library manager was decent. I like Apple's photo manager. It's pretty good. But I went through and exported everything in order. My folders all have their subfolders. Every album is sorted, so I should theoretically be able to organize things pretty well once I get into the gallery here. Oh, you know something? My other drive here. Do you really expect a video from me without some form of tapping? I don't feel too bad about sitting close to my mic either, so there's that. This is. It's my beard oil. I try to use a light dab of that every once in a while. But you know, a weird little curse I have is I would personally love to have my beard longer, but it stops right here. I've shaved it off once or twice over the years, and probably some of my past videos you've seen me, different, but where it's at right now, it just stops growing. It never gets any longer than this. I don't have to trim it ever. It just stops. I always hoped that keeping some beard oil and stuff handy would solve that problem, but nope. The dust cap that I don't use. Now, my music library is almost 200 and, I'm trying to remember, like 220 or 230 gigs, because I've been ripping music again my entire adult life, and being someone that likes to own my music instead of stream it, it's mostly CDs. I have totes and totes and totes full of CDs, entire discographies, rare stuff, just I can't say my entire music library is from me ripping CDs, but a majority of it is. So, hey, you want to see something cool? I just thought of something. Bang. Previous videos of myself there that I stopped when we were doing this. That's funny. Guess I'll clean that up while I'm here. No idea why those are staying where they are. Oh, there we go. Weird. Anyways, if you were to follow me on Instagram, something I like to do is hike in the wintertime. I might have killed my camera off. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, guys, I don't know 100% how to make this work where I can even have a video of me there that's not in a window. This is the camera app. I'm doing the best I can. Anyways, I like to hike in the wintertime when it's icy and dead. I just have a certain fondness for what I call dead nature. And here just recently, I went hiking and took some pictures of the after effects of winter. And again, I know you can't see what I see exactly because I'm on a big screen, but the picture quality, and if I hold down control and zoom in, I can really go pretty far in before it starts getting pixely. Like, even clear back here on my screen, the picture looks pretty good. Here, I can start to see some pixelation a bit, but you can still tell well what's going on. But anything back from that, it's so damn sharp. See, March 29th, 12 megapixel mode, and right from the fly I can set it to 50 or 200 if I so wished. But yeah, this gnarled tree, all this dead stuff through the walkway here. This was real sharp and shiny. It's almost reflective the way all those are, but again, I'm on a big screen here, and you might be watching this on a phone or tablet and not see what I see. Plus, it's going to get compressed all to hell by YouTube by the time I upload this. All the dead brush here that has not grown back. This was a really warm day, and part of me is sad that winter's gone, because most people hate winter, but I love winter. Look at this gnarly, gorgeous tree. There's a big bunch of land where I live that used to be a 18-hole golf course, country club, shooting range, and yada yada. And they went out of business. They shut down a long time ago. And the local Parks and Rec bought it and turned it into a place to go hiking. And I go way off the beaten path and enjoy it. But there they are. That's all my current photos that I just took. Speaking of looking at photos, where is my... See how instead of everything at the bottom, it automatically fits this to size? Here's my main Zio, the Dark Reverend, aka the underconfident human. The skies are gray today. I look at life that way. So the Instagram experience on here, I admit, is not like the best thing, but it's still pretty cool that it makes this full size like this. Heck, there's me with my big cock. How about that? So yeah, anyway, I have a pretty long Instagram if you want to come check me out, but look how the app works on here. Like, I just think that's really cool that it scales like this and works just fine. Dope. Anytime I see something with common, it gets a like, because common is dope. So back to my file stuff. Like all my subfolders, so that makes it easy for me to be able to transition from my previous photo library into this one. Now, oops. This I won't make you sit through as I work on it, because it will probably take upwards of an hour, if not more, to copy over the amount of music that is in this folder. But it's all organized from the numbers, third bass, 3 teeth, down through Absinthe, Aesop Rock, on and on and on. And any of these, I mean, there's nothing in here that I don't own a lot of music by these guys, if not their full discography. See what I mean? Like, I open up Frontline Assembly, and these are all the albums that I own. And like most of my favorite bands, like these guys, for example, they're not bootlegs. None of them are off the internet. They're all because I have the CD. So anyway, now that you kind of see how this works, the ability to transfer into my internal storage anywhere I want to put stuff, like, this is another level of control that, again, the only way you get this is if you are on Mac OS. No iPhone or iPad gives you this degree of control over your system. And to be able to do this in this desktop fashion, I adore this. Absolutely adore it. Let's see what happens if I even fire this up. Some of the video games I noticed, which I don't do a lot of gaming on my phone. I only have just a few that I like to kill some time with. But some stuff won't scale correctly. This doesn't look too bad. Oh, poor Absol, I can't even see you. I've never tried to do this with a mouse before. This is immensely ridiculous. Looks really good though. Oh, I thought I had a good throw that time. All right. Wow, that's huge. So, anywho, you want to experiment with me a little more? Like I said, I would like to set up some more of my stuff, but the more I think about it, I just can't, because it will take all flipping day. Getting my diary and my photos copied over was a key one. Getting Word installed. Got some emulation going on. Let's see how that bad boy works. Oh, this ain't the one I wanted to use. I wanted to get rid of that. Not John. Yeah, this. Here we go. I have no idea if these emulators even work with a keyboard or work with DeX mode. I have no idea. I'm going to leave that alone because I'm generally going to be playing this on the phone, but I downloaded a handful of Pokemon ROM hacks I wanted to check out. I read about. You know, this is actually almost playable if I figure out how to configure my keyboard to work with this. It'd be kind of neat to be able to play these games on my desktop. I guess that really never occurred to me. I mean, using emulators, yes, but not quite like this. Key and gamepad setup. Wow, look at this. It's identifying all the hardware I have plugged in. I am using an old school Apple Power Mac keyboard because I love the way it feels. It's showing two of them because there's two USB ports on here, I believe, and there's my Blue Yeti. How cool is that? Oh, I think we got it. No, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, would you get a load of that? Okay. Obviously, that's not going to apply. Scan for Wiimotes. What? Too bad there's not a way to like further adjust the video. Oh, there it is. Frame rate, auto, probably. Not sure what that even does. Yeah, so I don't know what a lot of that shit means, to be honest with you. Good to have options. Obviously, you're not going to be able to hear the audio because my screen recorder here has that disabled. There we go. I like that. You see, I intentionally turn off filtering and stuff like that because I don't like the overlays. I actually like the sharp, pixely goodness. I guess for now I'm gonna kill this. So make a video of sitting and trying to screw around with an emulator all day. Oh, you want to see something else? While I'm trying to come up with stuff to show off on how cool this DeX thing is the internet browser. So some browsers scale to DeX and some still scale their size, but they're not like this. Like the Samsung browser obviously is made for Samsung DeX. You know, I can resize it any way I want to, but look at the setup here. The way you got your back and home buttons of the menus. Of course, you can install plugins all over the place, and I just grabbed ad block because that's the one I like to use. But I mean, history, downloads, see the stuff I downloaded. I could switch it to load up the mobile site, dig into my settings, like send stuff to a printer. Look at the layout. I mean, it runs full desktop mode properly. And I'll take a link and right click it and have all my options here. No thanks on the notifications. Copy link, save. This is not something you do with your finger. This is definitely designed to be mouse driven, you know. It's great to have that option. See how the interface looks? It's great. It's awesome to be able to do that. So, there we have it, guys. How cool is this? It's one of the things that, like I said, this is what kept me. This is what brought me to Samsung. I don't know why I had it. There was trying to be able to like edit YouTube videos, for example. I was really, really comfortable with iMovie, and that's what I was doing. I wanted that back, and my password manager, I was just really used to iCloud Keychain, and I don't know why I gave in and went back to iPhone for a while there, but I very quickly started missing. Like, I really like I like Samsung's ecosystem here. I try to use most of their apps instead of the Google ones, just to keep it all locked in together. It all ties in well together, and yeah. So anyway, if in the future any of you would like to see me do a DeX video with some specifics, let me know. I guess I can't just fire up a video every time someone has a simple request, but if I get enough people maybe asking me to try this and try that, I'll like compile a list and maybe just do it. My screen recorder app here that I'm using. I don't know why that keeps coming up in this mode. Anyway, my screen recorder app here does have a means, can't modify it while you're recording, to record internal audio and microphone audio. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for now, I guess. I just want to start getting my music copied over so that when I'm on the go, I've got everything back the way I want it to be. But anyway, thank you, as always, for hanging out with me. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, or no, I didn't when I showed you my bank app. So anything I need to log into that uses my password manager, which I'm using Samsung Pass, or anything biometric, the fingerprint, the phone screen works separately from DeX. I can have my screen. I'm starting to figure out that gestures, it must think I'm doing a gesture. Anyway, the biometrics will come up on the screen and I can use my fingerprint to unlock stuff while DeX is running. I can turn my phone screen off completely and DeX will keep running. The stuff I do on DeX in terms of like changing this wallpaper and moving apps around on this screen do not affect the screens on mobile mode whatsoever. That's also pretty badass, because I want to password something and just tap my finger on the screen and keep working. And, you know, I'm not a professional tech presenter or anything like that, so I don't know how to do this well, but I just can't stop oogling over how cool DeX is. Really nifty. Anyways, guys, this is me, the underconfident human. As always, thank you for hanging out with me, and yeah, let's do this again. Have a good night. I'll see ya.